He is the winner of the most prestigious international competitions. He is appreciated by music lovers from all over the world and has performed in the best concert halls of Ukraine, Europe, America and Japan. Meet Ukrainian pianist Roman Lopatynskyi in the Ukraine on Stage program. Performing on the stage of the Lysenko Column Hall of the National Philharmonic is a great honor not only for beginners, but also for already well-renowned musicians. More and more often, the young talents of Ukraine are successfully performing here, and the pianist Roman Lopatynskyi is among them. Roman Lopatynskyi was born in Kyiv into a family of professional musicians, especially pianists. He began studying music from the age of 5. He graduated from the Lysenko Music School class of Irina Borinova and the Tchaikovsky National Music Academy. He is a laureate of such international competitions as Silver Bells, In Memory of Polanski, Art of the 21st Century, In Memory of Vladimir Horowitz, Competition of Pianists in Oschenhausen, the Hamamutsu International Piano Competition, and the Busoni Competition. Roman Lopatynskyi receives a scholarship from many charity foundations supporting culture. He took part in the MITO Festival, Newport Festival, Animato Festival, Gogol Fest and Kyiv Spring. Starting from 2012, he is the teacher of the Lysenko Music School in Kyiv. Roman Lopatynskyi has archival recordings on Ukrainian and German radio. He tours both in Ukraine and abroad. My mom and dad graduated from the Kyiv Conservatory. It is a good school with good taste and it left its mark. Of course, musicians came to visit us. Boris Arkimovich was a friend of my family, and he was one of the first who said, "Listen, he sings Ravel's Ballroom tune. Send him to a 10-year music school to Irina Borinova."
Отдать его в десятилетку к чудесному педагогу Ирине Михайловне Бариновой, у которой я проучился 10 лет.
I studied there for 10 years. This was the beginning of my path.
В нашей киевской десятилетке. То есть как бы вот с этого, это вот такое было начало моего пути.
The famous Kyiv Lysenko Music School laid for Roman the foundation that helped the young artist achieve great success, victories in dozens of Ukrainian and international competitions, and further grown in the study of music. I took part in my first contest at the age of 8. It was the Silver Bells competition in Uzhgorod. I received a special prize there for Shostakovich's Prelude. I participated in lots of competitions during those 10 years. The Prokofiev competition in Donetsk in 2003, the Karamanov competition in Simferopol, and of course the Horowitz competition. I went through several stages. I was in the debut and junior groups. The middle group was victorious for me in 2010. Roman Lopatynskyi continues to participate in competitions, although he came to the conclusion that the current contests are more like a sport than an art. Of course, competitions are needed, but festivals are much better because there is a lot of interesting and creative work there. Festivals are a series of concerts and workshops. There are prominent teachers and famous cultural figures here. It's all about communication and the exchange of experience. At festivals, you can discover a lot of interesting things, new musical works, different schools and talented artists are present. And the festival is an opportunity to the soloist to perform with the orchestra. When I was a second grader, I tried to play at the famous concerts of our school in the Philharmonic. I played Bach's Symphony Concerto with our school orchestra, which was and is still headed by Sergei Solonko. Also, my closest friend instilled me in the love for performing with an orchestra and the love for conducting.
различного рода, так сказать, в музыке, и любовь к этому делу, и любовь к дирижированию.
Ну, с Романом мы знакомы давно. Мы с ним знакомы, наверное, когда я
I've known Roman for a long time. I met him when I was a ninth grader, and he was a fifth grader. He has always been responsible and scrupulous. He has always had his approach to things.
Вот он с детства.
I remember him from childhood as a small director. He always wore a jacket and looked so grand with his briefcase.
Вот.
Roman Lopatynskyi is interested not only in solo work and symphonic music. The chamber music genre is also close to him. He's a highly active person. Not long ago, Roman and his friends launched a new musical project called Nota Bene.
И в этот состав в данный момент входит 7 молодых людей.
Currently, 7 young, like-minded people are in this project. I played Beethoven's Triple Concerto with Artem Poludenny and Maxim Hrynchenko. They are famous people in Kyiv and in Ukraine. They are the people who have stayed here, like me, who believe that something can be done in Ukraine.
Которые верят в то, что здесь можно что-то еще делать в Украине и привносить.
We can bring here what we know, the experience of chamber music, various ideas, concerts and projects. We try to stick together and implement all that. Nota Bene is a project which is easier to implement due to the variation in programs and the composition of performance. Besides, the project concerts require small chamber halls. For me, chamber music is special and very important. I try to promote it using my small resources. I know that in Europe it's very popular and well developed. An emphasis is put on that, and tremendous resources are invested into it there.
В различных видах, от дуэтов до квинтетов, струнный квартет, то есть у них там это действительно поставлен даже какой-то определенный акцент, и ресурсы туда очень колоссальные вкладываются.
According to Roman Lopatynskyi, participation in prestigious international competitions, festivals and projects is not only about career, it's also a chance to be known throughout the world, and the more people learn about talented Ukrainians, the more the world will respect Ukraine.
Мне всегда приятно было.
It has always been a pleasure for me to realize that Ukraine takes first place. It's about inner patriotism. When I was at the Hamamatsu competition in Japan and when the results were announced, Roman Lopatynskyi, Ukraine's second prize, I did not think about myself, but that I was from Ukraine.
Это один из топовых конкурсов, и когда объявляли результаты, когда сказали, Роман Лопатynskyi, Украин, вторая премия, я как-то больше, знаете, все-таки не о себе подумал, а о том, что, это же вот для Украины, то есть Украина же, я же родился в Киеве, эта же земля мне дала многое.
At different competitions, Roman was often awarded with special prizes like performance with an orchestra in prestigious halls, the Cortot Concert Hall in Paris, the Casablanca Concert Hall, and the Steinway Hall in New York City. Roman Lopatynskyi keeps improving his skills in the International Piano Academy in Imola, Italy. However, he is already a teacher.
Я уже работаю в десятилетке 4 года и 3 года как педагог.
I have already been working in the Lysenko school for 3 years as a teacher. I have 4 students in total, and I can say it's not easy, but it's interesting.
Нелегко, но это и интересно, и я считаю, что
I believe that every musician comes to teaching one day.
В любом случае когда-то приходит к педагогической деятельности.
Such a start of pedagogical activity can be envied in the good sense of the word. One of the first lectures in the form of a concert took place in the famous Paris Sorbonne University. Roman, like many other Ukrainian musicians, was often invited to live and work abroad, but
У всех, наверное, есть желание жить лучше, стремление жить лучше. Это нормально, конечно. Но мой какой-то такой...
The desire to live better is normal, but I'm a Kyiv resident. I would like to keep traditions here, to see changes for the better here.
Я воспитанник, я киевлянин, мне хочется, чтобы здесь были какие-то эти традиции и...
All that is in me. I want to do something for my city, for my country.
И в культурном плане, конечно же, то, на что можно повлиять. Во мне это сидит внутри и еще греет и движет мной, что все-таки хочется что-то сделать для своего города, для своей страны.
Roman has got plans for the nearest future to become a member of the jury in Germany, perform at the music festival in Germany, take part in the prestigious piano competition in Helsinki, and tour in Denmark with the Nota Bene ensemble. Roman says all that without too much pathos.
И при этом внутри, при этом все.
Together with the inner tranquility, he has an enormous amount of energy inside. He is a volcano closed in an external quiet shell. Of course, it attracts many people. You can see it from his achievements and victories in large-scale competitions.
Это подкупает. Вот, в публике, ну, это видно по его достижениям, по его конкурсам, действительно большим, которые он побеждал.
Each culture has its own history and it is unique. You should understand and accept it unconditionally. Our culture is known in the world. For example, when I open booklets of different competitions, I see that winners are often from Ukraine. We have very strong schools in Kharkiv, Kyiv and Lviv, and each of them, of course, has its own history and traditions.
То есть это о чем-то говорит. Очень много, очень сильная школа, и харьковская, и киевская, и львовская. У каждого, конечно же, есть своя история, свои какие-то традиции.
Roman Lopatynskyi belongs to a new generation of Ukrainians, talented, goal-oriented people who are knowledgeable in different spheres and who love their country. The future of Ukraine is in their hands. I'd like to see both Kyiv and our country in the spotlight more often. We held Euro 2012 and the Eurovision contest, and it would be great to have similar events in academic music too. I'd like to see the cultural exchange, see it happen as often as possible in Kyiv, in Ukraine, in different cities.
Это бы хотелось очень сильно, и все, что мы можем, то есть...
As young people who live and work here, we will make every possible effort to get everything implemented.
Будем прикладывать всевозможные усилия для того, чтобы это получалось. Получалось это реализовывать, конечно. Хотелось бы, чтобы нас, так сказать, уважали и принимали нашу культуру и привносили что-то свое, то есть, чтобы это был тоже такой вот культурный обмен, чтобы это происходило как можно чаще. И в Киеве, и в Украине, и в разных городах, естественно.